The Boulevard Mall in Amherst is now on the market. It's a telling sign of a trend that's taking place at malls across the country. News 4's Angela Christoforos takes a closer look at the trend. Angela?
Melina, the Boulevard Mall was developed by Forest City back in 1962 and has been renovated several times since, including last year when Dick's Sporting Goods was added. Now the mall is for sale. It's one of several malls across the country going through changes to stay relevant as they deal with increased competition.
The Boulevard Mall, the McKinley Mall, the Eastern Hills Mall are essentially secondary regional malls. And about every 10 years, they go through a change and a turnover too.
Buffalo State Economics Chair Fred FLOSS says because of online shopping and outlet malls, malls like the Boulevard are no longer as profitable as they once were.
So the big question in the next 10 years for a mall like the Boulevard Mall is how are they going to compete with these new outlet malls that seem to be offering better prices all the time and are closer to the border.
Over the past few months, Macy's closed its stores at the Eastern Hills Mall, and both Aeropostale and Finish Line closed at the McKinley Mall. Forest City, which owns the Boulevard Mall, didn't say increased competition is why they wanted to sell, but did admit that it does make it challenging.
That market's changing because of the internet, so more and more people are buying things on the internet.
FLOSS says to survive, secondary malls either reinvent themselves or become a third-tier mall that's more like a mixed-use development. Mall owners are hoping to do that with Eastern Hills. FLOSS also says because the value of the Canadian dollar is so low, it's more expensive for Canadians to come here, and local malls are seeing fewer shoppers.
A lot of the secondary malls are going to see a contraction in their business. So this may be a good time actually to try to buy a mall because their value won't be quite as large.
FLOSS says that when the Canadian dollar goes back up, he anticipates more Canadian shoppers will hit local malls. He also said that malls will probably die out sooner in other parts of the country and last longer here in Buffalo because of Canadian business. Live in the newsroom, Angela Christoforos, News 4 at 4.